Tap that subscribe button. Be sure to click the bell icon to get notifications for whenever I upload. Now let's get on to the video. You see the banner, you see the trophy. Your Oakland Raiders in the last video won the Super Bowl, so it's time for the offseason. A tumultuous one.
Coach, let's review the stats.
What we saved before we evaluate Mickey Lewis is he might retire, and then I'll cry. That's the only scum save I'll use, is if our OC or if our GM retires.
If you're not satisfied with any of your coaches, now's your opportunity to make the change. Are there any changes you'd like to make to the organization?
Saving Ratman's job.
Let's review the staff's performance this season.
Saving the O-line coach's job as well.
Are there any changes you'd like to make to the organization? Are there any changes you'd like to make to the organization? Let's review the staff's performance this season.
Get my staff together. Here around the league, see some other staff recaps though. Some new head coaches, I imagine. Marvin Lewis, the new Jets coach. Andy Reid, the new Bengals coach. Greg Williams, promoted from within. So the bounties have moved up to the top of the totem pole over there in Jacksonville. Eric Mangini is Jamarcus Russell's new coach, with Lovie Smith becoming the head coach of the Eagles. That's all the head coaching moves. Alright, let's get into this offseason. We got a lot on our plate, a lot is going to happen. Drew sprained his ankle before the Super Bowl, so that's what had him out. All that practicing they do.
The Colts scheduled a press conference this afternoon to announce the hire.
I might cut Zach Miller. That actually is a really good cut suggestion and someone I would want to cut. What's our salary cap status? Money to spend.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers released one of their key players today in what appears to be a salary cap move. It'll be interesting to see which teams line up to sign a player of his caliber.
I don't think Zach Miller will ever meet his potential here either.
The Washington Redskins released one of their key players today in what appears to be a salary cap move. It'll be interesting to see which teams line up to sign a player
18 days away from free agency. We're in that
You're watching NFL Network.
starting period.
The Atlanta Falcons released one of their key players today in what appears to be a salary cap move. It'll be interesting to see which teams line up to sign a player of his caliber.
I'm Tom Coughlin, and you're watching NFL Network.
The Green Bay Packers released one of their key players today in what appears to be a salary cap move. It'll be interesting to see which teams line up to sign a player of his caliber.
I'm Gary Kubiak, and you're watching the NFL Network.
The Cincinnati Bengals released one of their key players today in what appears to be a salary cap move.
Just my tentative top 5 right now.
Which teams line up to sign a player of his caliber?
I'm Andy Reid, and you're watching NFL.
$8 million is a ton of the salary cap. Okay, the linebackers aren't on here. I'm doing it for LeRon James. Oh no, Dexter, Knox, and Alonzi Simms are on here, and much cheaper. I gotta go with LeRon James. It's a lot. He's worth it. He can do everything. Went down to 34 mil.
The scouts are about to take off for
let me see
today's
Guy
senior
Richard
All-Star practice.
and
Who should they watch?
Okay. Get all the top guys in. Oh, my controller came unplugged. It's a wired controller. I don't know how it does that. Let me see Higgins as well. All right. Middle linebacker, left outside linebacker, safety. Trade down and acquire more picks. Maybe. We got 11, 63, 64, 96. So 5 top 100 picks. Eric Nash, I gotta see. I'm gonna view the top Kevin Folk guy. Oh my goodness. Alright. Not a great crop of running backs at the Senior Bowl. Oh, there's Will Kirby out of Indiana. Oh, and they also got Ryan Tomlin out of Miami. Let me see the guys higher rated. So we can fix that. The dude with the none will go up to number 1. Oh, Tom Brady also was franchise tagged. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we'll go with those guys. This linebacker scouting is very important for us. Okay, there we go. DBs? I gotta see Devin Lane. That's ideally my pick. Let me see Bidwell.
I'm Adam Schefter of NFL Network, and here's your Senior All-Star Game update.
Hey, Shefty.
The national championship game will go down as one of the most exciting of all time, as Oregon State returned an interception for a touchdown with 1:12 to go in the fourth quarter to win it. Linebacker Sam Simmons won MVP of the game, racking up 13 tackles and a fumble recovery. During Senior All-Star Game practices this week, 2 players really stood out. Safety Roshan Thomas looked good during practices, and J.R. McCready had a great game. He forced 2 fumbles and even managed to intercept a pass.
I'm Marvin Lewis.
Game J.R.
Watching
McCready.
NFL Network.
Feel free to take a look over the combine results. Scouts are getting ready to talk to the O-line. Who's it going to be?
Carson. Oh, Gilroy with his strongest lineman in the draft. Bring in Flynn. Bring in Wesley Britt, comparison tackle. Not really concerned about the punters.
What kicker would you like us to interview at the Combine?
Okay, I think these are fake 4.3s. These are fake 4.35s. Real fastest time 4.61. Creo got a 4.64. Alright.
Hey, Coach, what quarterback would you like to talk to today?
Hickson. Where's Creo? Okay, Creo has 71 speed as well. Okay, hold on. Oh, Tom Brady's very upset after being franchise tagged. Okay, so no fake, a couple fake 4.35s. They also have ball speed, so the ones with ball speed are fake. This guy, Bender, really ran a 4.34. And then the next fastest time is a 4.39 for Treese and Nash. 4.41 for B. Jackson.
Okay, Coach, it's time for the interviews. What halfback do you want us to talk to?
Oh, Bender, okay. .99 agility with low strength on a Brandon Jacobs comparison is very interesting. Oh, there's Eric Nash. Yeah, Eric Nash is a sleeper in this draft. Look at the top backs. Sorry, I'm enamored with the running backs. Fake 4.35s. Real speeds. Butler runs the fastest at 4.36. Cindy runs a 4.38. Some fast time.
What wide receiver would you like us to interview, Coach?
Ed Johnson. Emmanuel Abrams. Got 3 more. I don't need to scout Will Kirby any further. I know that's a dog. Oh, this is the Steve Smith we're looking for. Tom Beasley. Butler, sure.
NFL restricted free agent signing period officially begins at 9 a.m. this morning as teams focus on tendering their restricted free agents.
Not a
Once
lot of the
tenders
best
have been
free
handed
agents
out,
and not a lot of the
players
best
work with
Raider free
interested
agents are
teams on
restricted.
offer
They are.
sheets. If they sign those offer sheets, their
They
original
are unrestricted
team
and
has
free
10
to test
days
free
match
agency how they
or let
feel.
the players sign with the new team.
I'm Marvin Lewis, and you're watching NFL Network.
Be interesting to see how free agency goes. I didn't look at the linebacker stuff.
Hey, Coach, what linebacker would you like us to interview at the Combine?
That's a major mistake on my end. Let's see what we can see here. I mean, yeah, that's just a dog. Trying to see if there's anyone else we saw in the Senior Bowl that we might like. At least we get a lot of looks at backer. Big ball speeds. 4.6, fastest time.
Coach, it's time for the scouts to interview the D-line. Who's it going to be?
I like it. I like it. .86 speed is impressive. 44 speed is embarrassing. Trying to look at any combine stuff that stands out. Okay, we know he's a dog. I'll take a look at Matt Kelly. This is intriguing to me. Fastest time belongs to Rawlson. 4.35, and of course you got the fake. Got one real one in there. Scott ran a 4.35. Seven, 4.49. Oh, where's my guy? Did he not go to the combine? He did not go to the combine, Mr. Devin Lane.
Coach, it's time to talk to the DBs. Who's it going to be?
No, he did. He's 95 speed.
I'm Adam Schefter of NFL Network, and here's your Combine update. A few players saw their stock rise and fall this week, and we'll start with Florida quarterback Guy Rehart. Rehart was clocked at 59 miles an hour while testing his arm strength, which was a bit of a disappointment to the scouts. His arm strength rivals a guy like Drew Brees. Davin Lane, the Kansas corner who played both ways in college, really stood out from the rest of the players. He ran a 4.32 40 and showed great hands in the workouts. Auburn teammate Deshaunte Armwood and Alvin Monroe didn't work out for scouts, electing instead to wait until their pro day on campus.
I'm Tom Coughlin, and you're watching NFL Network.
All right. Time for free agency to start.
The NFL free agent signing period kicks off at 9 a.m. this morning. Look for big-name deals with big-name players all throughout the entire month.
Rick Berg?
Hey, Coach, do we want to make a go at him?
No, we just want to see how much he's going to get.
I'm Todd McShay, and this is the draft preview. My mock draft is complete, and Davin Lane is the front runner to be the #1 pick. A lot can change from here.
6.9 mil to the Colts.
Like the best choice of the top 5 graded players. I've also got Jamil Treese going in that top 5. The team that ends up with Treese will be getting a great back for the future.
They don't have
sleeper this
Davin
year
Lane
is
going
quarterback
until
Tom Creo out of Louisiana Monroe.
7.
He's got all the tools you look for, which gives him intriguing upside at the next level. His production grade, though, is the only thing holding him back right now.
$93 potential is good. 97 potential is better. $95 potential is tremendous. That's something at quarterback we've been waiting to see. That's proof you can have those none stats and be technically a bust with Ben Harper. Interesting looks. I know Sam Simmons is a dog, though. Darren McFadden, a free agent. Trying to see what Darren McFadden gets to gauge the market because I'm going to end up paying LeRon James after this year. I think this is about what we paid LeRon, was about 8.1. And he ends up getting 8.4 to go join Peyton Manning and the Colts, maybe. Peyton's still there? No, Peyton Manning has retired. That explains the excess funds. Just trying to see. Okay, the Colts are still running it up, but the Giants beat them out for Brian Urlacher. Sean Merriman. Colts not in on this one. I'm going up to 6.6. 9. Washington wins at 7.1. Jamarion Bellows. 5.6, the opening bid. I'm just going to let Jamarion walk. I think so at this price. He does go to Seattle, not Indianapolis, 6.9. Drew Brees, a free agent. Up to 10.2. And Drew Brees will be following Jamarion Bellows to the Seattle Seahawks.
Free agency is in full swing.
Those
and it
talks
seems
break
that another
down.
Key player is now off the market.
And now he's just
One
a
of my
Colt.
sources told me this morning that a deal
I have
has
to drive
been
it up
struck
at least.
between a crucial free agent and the Seattle Seahawks.
John Gruden, you're watching.
No, Drew Brees ends up a Colt. Bring it back, Alonzi
Oakland's
Simms at
strategy in the bidding
4.2.
war was simply pay whatever we need to. In the end, it walked away with the right to negotiate with one of the offseason's biggest free agents. It'll begin work on a contract immediately.
Got Alonzi Simms at 4.2. Left outside and strong safety. Down to 30 mil. There's Dexter Knox. And no one was interested.
Oakland's strategy in the bidding war was simply pay whatever we need to. In the end,
We get to
it
bring our
walked away with
defense
the right
back.
to negotiate with one of the offseason's biggest free agents. It'll begin work on a contract immediately.
Coach, we're about to start this negotiation.
All right, man, just take it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy. Down to 25 mil. Bob Sanders is the top strong safety. He's gonna get 6.8 mil to go to Cincinnati.
Do we want to jump in on this bidding, Coach?
Domiso Obadi is available with a second round pick. I just want to kind of see if anybody's in on this. And yeah, the Texans are. He's going to go be a Texan. Steve Smith, a free agent. He's going to go join Jamarcus Russell in the Bay. Okay, where Cedric Atlas does. Kenny Phillips. This is much less for Kenny Phillips. And we get it done at 4.8.
Oakland's strategy in the bidding
And we
war
bring
was
all
simply
our
pay
guys back.
whatever we need to. In the end, it walked away with the right to negotiate with
Except
one of
for
the
Jamarion
offseason's
Bellows.
biggest free agents. It'll begin work on a contract immediately.
Do you want to be involved with the negotiation, Coach?
And what does that bring us down to? 21.5. Well, we got all of our season goal positionals done. We're kind of done with the nitty-gritty of free agency.
Free agency is in full swing, and it seems that another key player is now off the market. One of my sources told me this morning that a deal has been struck between a crucial free agent and the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, they got that Drew Brees deal done.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to
No need to
attend.
go to Bowling Green.
The Raiders, in one of the offseason's biggest free agents, have agreed on a deal that will be officially announced later today. Fans on the team website are thrilled with the signing, crediting the owner and the GM for
East
the big
Tennessee.
acquisition. It cost a lot, but right now everyone is extremely excited.
I'm Sean Payton, and you're watching NFL Network.
Coach, do you think we should try and get him?
The Raiders scheduled a press conference for 3 p.m. Eastern to announce the signing of one of the
I think I can get a
offseason's
third
biggest free
trading by
agents.
center. Nah, it's not worth it. I was about to.
Free agency is in full swing, and it seems that
I was about to
another
try
key
it.
player is now off the market. One of my sources told me this morning that a deal has been struck.
But Cashmere's
between a
already
crucial
under a
free
decent
agent
deal.
and the Oakland Raiders.
Maybe you should be looking at LeRon James deal. Okay. Not too bad for the 1 years. Both of our tackles are a little scary. Well, I mean, we're going to pay one, trade the other, probably. We'll see what's going on in the draft.
Coach, which pro day should the scouts attend?
Me may go to LSU. Going to Nevada.
The bidding is about to begin, Coach.
Oh, that's somebody we need to trade as well. He's good and he plays phenomenal in Sim. But I do not believe he is worth his contract. Oh, he's the one slowing down. Maybe it's him we deal. And D Hall's younger. Maybe that's how it goes.
Should we try to get him?
First and a third for him. Oh my goodness. They really like him.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
Yeah, we do not need to know anything else about these FSU boys. Yeah, let's go to Duke.
Free agency is in full swing, and it seems that another key
Where's Matt
player
Ryan
is
going?
now off the market.
Nowhere.
One of my sources told me this morning that a deal has been struck between a crucial free agent and the Houston Texans.
Might go to Texas still. They got two prospects I'm interested in.
Coach, what school should we scout?
We're still going to Texas.
The Rams scheduled a press conference for 3 p.m. Eastern to announce the signing of one of the offseason's biggest free agents.
I'm Andy Reid, and you're watching NFL Network.
I just don't think we need to go to Rice.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
Maybe Temple? No, this is the Devin Hester I want to see, actually, so we're going to Purdue. Just Vince Young getting his deal with Tennessee.
Do we want to jump in on this bidding, Coach?
He's 26 is a 5-year deal. I'm good. Just driving the price up.
Hey, Coach, what school should we send our scouts to?
Go to Arkansas. Pine Bluff.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
Maybe Alabama State. I think we're going to Holy Toledo. Or Butler. Taking it to the Butlers.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
Let's go to St. John's. See the corner. I'll take 168 and 200. Zach Miller's gonna go be a Viking.
Coach, which pro day should the scouts attend?
Let's go to Cuztown. Titans offer me that first round pick next year. The 49ers offering me my pick back. Cowboys offer me the 18th pick in the draft. I think I'll do it for 18. What? Give me 18. Wade, give me 18. $25 and a first. You know, we'll do this another time. You guys are being really weird right now.
The Oakland Raiders backed out of trade negotiations earlier this afternoon, citing an extremely high asking price. No word yet if they'll still pursue other trade offers.
I mean, we should probably go to Monroe.
Coach, what school should we
Get a
scout?
familiarity with Creo. I'd be interested in bringing him in Dabin if we don't get a backup quarterback in their draft that I like.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
I don't think we need to go to this. I like this middle Akeem Gray linebacker, but I know I don't need linebacker as much anymore. My positions of need have changed. Let's go see Billy Hickson.
Hey, Coach, what school should we send our scouts to?
Maybe we go to Michigan. I'm leaning Michigan still. Now I'm thinking Navy. Go to the Navy.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
I don't like anybody. Let's just go to the Florida Pro Day. Make appearances.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
Think about the Clemson Pro Day. I don't need to go to Indiana Pro Day. I know that's a dog.
Coach, what school should we scout?
You know everyone at Oregon. Maybe we go to Delaware State. We're going to McNeese. We want to know how good that running back is.
Hey, Coach, what school should we send our scouts to?
Maybe we go to USC. Yep, SC. Like Dallas, if you just gave me that pick, we'd be done. Now they have Drew Brees and Bellows. I kind of believe in you. I think it was 21. I don't want 21, if I'm being honest. 18 was kind of perfect. No.
The Oakland Raiders backed out of trade negotiations earlier this afternoon, citing an extremely high asking price. No word yet if they'll still pursue other trade offers.
I'm Tom Coughlin, and you're watching NFL Network.
So I'm going into the draft thinking I'm not going to get the guy I want. Because I'm a low pick. I take him number 1. But I don't think he'll go number 1, so I don't know if I need to go that high. But I'd take him there if need be.
Negotiations seem to have broken down last night. It looked hopeless, but I just received word, unexpectedly, that an agreement was finalized at the last possible minute. Both sides conceded on key issues to get the deal done.
I think we're going to New
preventing
Mexico.
A huge loss for the Colts.
New Mexico
Coach, what
we
school
go.
should we scout?
The Titans scheduled a press conference for 3 p.m. Eastern to announce the signing of one of the offseason's biggest free agents.
We'll probably go to
I'm Mike
Notre
Tomlin,
Dame.
and you're watching NFL Network.
Hey, Coach, what school should we send our scouts to?
I could be convinced by Cal. Go to Cal.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
No. Nope. Sam Houston.
Coach, which pro day should the scouts attend?
You can check out Richmond.
Coach, who would you like some more information on?
Oh, let me see Steven Bracken. Fix my board back up. Ransom decently high. right. The pro day.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
Lean in Central Michigan. Mount San Antonio, we go.
Who would you like to bring in for an individual workout?
Let's bring in Higgins. We'll take the track. We'll take calls on draft day.
Coach, what school should we scout?
We can go to Oregon State. See the boy. See a first round draft pick or second round draft pick. You can be a second round draft pick, first round draft pick.
Coach, who would you like the scouts to bring in? Coach, which pro day should the scouts attend?
Not going to UCLA. No need to go to Arizona. Or Kentucky. Check out Colgate. Here's the top 5. Oh, wait. Get put Eric Nash 2. Two. Gotta peep out Al. I'll bring Will Kirby in.
Who would you like to bring in for an individual workout? Hey, Coach, what school should we send our scouts to?
We can go to Robert Morris.
I'm Adam Schefter of NFL Network, and this is another draft update. Scouts logged a lot of miles over the last few weeks, traveling from campus to campus for each school's pro day. I spent some time in Indiana a few weeks ago watching tight end prospect Will Kirby work out for scouts. Kirby looked okay, but he dropped more passes than he caught. I still think he'll be drafted on the first day. I also got a chance to head down to Bayou Country to see Tom Creo work out on the Louisiana Monroe campus. This kid doesn't have all the tools that the elite guys have, but I like his poise and leadership. I'll be back soon with a report on the individual workouts.
You like his poise and his leadership.
Who would you like to bring in for an individual workout? Coach, who would you like the scouts to bring in?
Billy Scott.
Who would you like to bring in for an individual workout?
Are there any natural right tackles I should be looking at? I'll bring in Ryan Carson.
Coach, who would you like the scouts to bring in?
Tristan Snyder.
Coach, who would you like some more information on?
Hey, Jeffers.
I'm Adam Schefter of NFL Network, and this is another draft update. Pro days are finished, and teams are bringing players back in one more time to finish off the scouting. I've been told that the Oregon State linebacker Sam Simmons has been brought in by 4 NFL teams. He's a player that a lot of teams really seem to like.
I brought him in.
Graded out as a high second-round pick right now. Another guy getting a lot of attention is Jamil Treese. He seems to be avoiding the Heisman curse by impressing scouts so far. Keep an eye out for another sleeper, J.R. McCready. The 296-pound defensive tackle out of Washington State has been brought in by a few teams recently. Okay, that's all for now. I'll see you in April. Thanks for watching NFL Network.
Thanks, Adam. We got our NFL schedule. Feels almost draft day. Trade down, sleeper, bust. Just smashing the B button.
Next up on the calendar is the NFL Draft. All the hard work put in by every GM, coach, and scout comes to a head when teams get the opportunity to draft the best players from the college ranks. Every year, at least one player in the draft can turn around a franchise, so the pressure is intense for every team involved.
Time to hop into the intensity, Adam Schefter calls. The Carolina Panthers, who I have their first round pick next year, have the number 1 overall pick. People are saying they need wide receivers.
Who do you think they'll get here?
I was them. I would take Freeze. Freeze number 1. They did.
Jamil Treese is a
Heisman.
6'1", 228-pound running back out of Mississippi. The junior decided to skip his senior season after rushing for 1,600 yards last season and bringing home a Heisman Trophy. He's a very strong runner who uses power rather than quickness to make his way up the field. He has very good straight line speed and pretty good hands coming out of the backfield. I'd like to see him be a little bit more patient when he gets the ball, but this should come in time. I expect him to make an immediate impact.
I'm John Fox, and you're watching NFL Network.
I imagine they go with the tackle here, number 2, the best player in the draft for the Ravens. You do not. They take
There
Monroe.
are 2 defensive tackles in this draft that I really think can be difference makers right away, and Alvin Monroe is one. This kid is 6'2", 340, with good enough feet and hands to be effective at the point of attack. He's very good at reading and reacting to the play, and he has the strength to usually get his way with offensive linemen. This kid is one of the 2 best gap run stuffers in this draft, and I think that with his size and abilities, he can be one of the next great players at his position in the NFL.
There won't be a first-round pick next year involved, Rex. But I can do, unless you take Nnamdi. Do my second-round picks in Nnamdi Asomugha. My second-round picks in Henry. So you're interested in my second-round picks in Henry? That's the best I can do. Are you sure, Coach? I can't interest you in these 2 second-round picks in Henry. I got your brother on my team. You can't do your brother a favor. Alright, they're not doing the deal. And the
Davin Lane, the cornerback from Kansas, may be the most gifted athlete in the entire draft. A little undersized at 5'11", Lane showed his athleticism playing on both sides of the ball and returning kicks for the Jayhawks last year. Lane has an amazing blend of short area quickness, speed, and agility. Surprisingly, he also tackles very well for a guy his size. His only disadvantage is that he played in a system where they played nothing but man coverage, so he doesn't have any experience playing zone. He's very aggressive and hard-nosed at cornerback, and that will make him thrive in a system where he's given the chance to lock down receivers.
that was kind of the corner we were looking at. The number 1 player on our board. I'm not saying I won't find a decent corner later as well. I just wanted that 2-way player. That had potential to play receiver and the corner. But now I'm not interested in trading up. And then the Jets take the tackle.
Armwood has the ideal size, speed, and strength to play left tackle in this league for years. This kid was the best pass blocker in college football last year, and he was one of the best run blockers too. He possesses great footwork and good poise to handle oncoming rushers. The only thing that would stop this kid from being a great player is an injury, and he never missed a game in his entire college career. You can pencil this kid in as a starter for next year for this team and expect him to be a great player for years to come.
Good for him.
I'm Sean Payson, and you're watching NFL Network.
How good is Will Kirby? He is better. They take Ari Jones.
Who do you think they'll get here?
I have no clue. Richard? Yeah, he was sliding.
Great pick here. Guy Rehart reminds me a lot of a quarterback that has been underrated his entire career, Drew Brees. Rehart has always had somebody knocking something he does. Whether it's arm strength or size, there's always something wrong. I applaud this team for looking past all the negativity and seeing what really matters. The kid is very accurate, and he's as tough as they come. Florida's losing a great one, but the NFL will take very good care of him.
Hope so. I mean, he's going to be an Eagle.
Let's see if you can guess this one.
I have no clue what the one I do.
Well, the secret is out on this kid. Before the draft, there really wasn't too much talk about Roshan Thomas. He had a very good year for Bowling Green, racking up 98 tackles and grabbing 6 interceptions. But, surprisingly, he wasn't given any All-American honors. I'll tell you, though, this guy is the real deal. He was very impressive in workouts, and he worked his way up from a second-round pick all the way into the first round. He has the range, speed, power, and tackling ability to be a great player in this league, and he should be the starter at free safety next season.
I'm Sean Payton, and you're watching NFL Network.
George Roberts picked.
This is my top pick.
They want us to take an Ed Johnson compared to Larry Fitzgerald.
All right, we're on the clock.
Trying to think why I would help a division rival. Two picks here, the third next year. Or you go back 6 picks. Take a 7 for Dallas. You just want out of the first round entirely? You know what? Need to hurt the NFC South. Or just the NFC in general. So I'll make the deal with Dallas. Keep a first round pick and a 7th next year. I'm taking him at 15 in the mock. They take him. I'm not too concerned. I have a decent quarterback that I don't need to, like, go out of my gourd to take one too high. They traded up to go get a running back in Brett Williams. So next year I have 2 firsts, 3 seconds, a 3rd, a 4th, 2 6s, bunch of 7. Alright, now someone else got it. Chiefs jump in front of us to get Woods. I don't want to trade with Tampa. They're not too interested in trading anyway. They take Brackens. Are you guys going to take the quarterback here? The rumor. They did. They took Luther Hunter. So I guess Cooper Reno's future is up in the air. Reno. Just wanted to peer at what he's got going on. Got 2 more years left on his deal.
Ben Harper is a guy who resembles Alvin Monroe in many ways, but he's a little bigger and wider. This kid has the type of bulk that just dominates in the running game, and there may only be 2 or 3 linemen in the NFL that would be able to move this guy anywhere. He has a surprising good first step and is actually pretty effective in the passing game as well. Harper will consistently give you a good solid effort, and he will keep you going until the play is dead. This guy is the most hyped defensive player out of Kentucky since Dwayne Robertson, and I think he has the potential to have a very successful career.
I'm Gary Kubiak, and you're watching the NFL Network.
I'm taking all the picks.
Okay, it's our pick.
Taking all the Baltimore picks. I'm just going to take all the guys.
The Patriots are seeing if they can get any takers on their draft spot.
Got a lot of picks in the second round coming up. 34, 63, 64, 77, 96, 107. We have a lot of top 100 picks now to just wheel and deal in this draft as we see fit. I want to leave with a lot of these players. This is the draft that's going to stack a little bit of our foundation. Probably at the top of the second would take Abrams. If he's there when I pick. If he's not
Coach,
there,
they're
he's
taking
not
offers
there.
for their draft spot.
Not selecting that first round. And they took Perkins. Now they want me to take a
Of
linebacker.
the guys out there, I think he's our best option. All right, here we go.
First pick, Emmanuel Abrams. That'll be a nice addition to our receiving core. Maybe need one more receiver. A tight end at some point. Anything else is just dressing. One more corner. Because we do want to trade maybe Namdi or D Hall. Maybe make Namdi a safety in his older age and then trade Phillips or Collins. I don't know. They're not
I
trading
just
up
got
for
the
any
word.
picks.
The Eagles are looking to move down. Coach, they're taking offers for their
Oh,
draft
Sam
spot.
Simmons went and they didn't have a... There we go.
Sam Simmons is a player that could be a star in the NFL if he's in the right system. He'd be a perfect fit for the cover 2 defense. He has sideline to sideline range, and he played a lot of zone coverage at Oregon State. If you ask him to be a run stopper, he's not going to be effective. It depends on how they use him, but if he's allowed to roam in the secondary, we could see him in the Pro Bowl in 2 to 3 years.
I'm Eric Mangini, and you're watching
That's
NFL
not long to be in
Network.
the Pro Bowl.
They'd like to trade down here. What do you think?
Stand pat.
The Falcons are trying to move down. The Chiefs are trying to move down. The Redskins are trying to trade down. I suggest we get this kid.
We want Tom Creo here.
We're up. They'd like to trade for our pick.
Anthony Guillory.
Coach, I think we should draft this kid.
All
right,
next,
here we go. They're
Definitely
looking
be
to
Will
trade up.
Kirby. Took 3 second-round picks there. We're gonna kind of speed through this second round, or this late round of the draft.
They're interested in trading down. The Cowboys are looking to try to trade down.
We are not concerned with trading up.
This is who I see as
You guys
drafting.
really like Tom Creo.
Okay, it's our pick. They'd like to trade for our pick.
I know we need one more receiver. That is on my mind. I know we need a corner. That is on my mind. Taking Billy Scott. Oh, there goes McGreedy.
McGreedy is a tough kid that never gives up on a play or backs down from a fight. He started all 4 years at Washington State, and his teammates voted him captain twice. He'll never have the size or speed of an Alvin Monroe or Ben Harper, but he'll never wear down, he'll go hard for 4 quarters, and he'll never be the guy who demands a new deal. This team just got a great blue-collar player that can help it right away.
I'm Norv Turner, and you're watching NFL Network.
They'd like to trade down here. What do you think?
You guys, you want Tom Creo so bad, we can do Tom Creo right here.
Tom Creo is an intriguing prospect out of Louisiana Monroe. Obviously, he doesn't have the pedigree of a Rehart, but he does bring some good things to the table. He's got a really strong arm, and he's a great leader, even though he lacks the accuracy of the top quarterbacks in this draft. This team obviously drafted him as a developmental prospect, and I think that's what he's going to be for them for a few years. Who knows? Maybe he'll grow into an NFL quarterback before we know it.
I'm Mike Nolan.
Yeah, maybe need one more corner if I plan on trading those guys.
The Broncos are trying to get somebody to take their draft pick.
I don't know how many more picks we have. We got 107, 133.
Coach, they want to trade down. Are we
Not
interested?
interested in trading up.
They're trying to trade down.
Okay, now they're just being stupid.
We're up.
Are any of my other receivers on the line that I'm a big fan of? You can take Tom Beasley later. Right here, let's take Eric Nash.
Coach, they want to trade down. Are we interested? The Chiefs are trying to move down.
I think they took our tight end.
The Redskins are trying to trade down. The Colts are trying to trade down. Of the guys out there, I think he's our best option.
We don't need another middle linebacker.
All right, we're on the
Okay,
clock.
we don't need a third tight end. I did want a receiver. We could pick him now.
Coach, they want to trade down. Are we interested?
I'll be interested in some of their
They'd like to
suggested
trade down
picks
here.
at
What do you
this
think?
point.
Coach, the Bucks are trying to trade down. The Titans are trying to trade down.
Almost out of the 5th round.
They're interested in trading down. They're interested in trading down.
All right, you want Billy Hicks? We get Billy Hicks. No more quarterbacks, right?
The Vikings are looking to move down.
They're only looking to move down with us too.
They'd like to
Same
trade
with the
down here.
Colts.
What do you think? They're trying to trade down.
Not bad. This late,
Okay, it's our
84
pick.
potential. Go talk to Devonta Ricks. Sure, we can go get Jamie
This
James.
is who I see us drafting.
Our last 7th. I imagine we got a couple more. Just one more, Mr. Irrelevant.
Coach, I think we should draft this kid.
Disagree heavily.
We're up.
Hunter. Blake Flynn. And you know what? I'm going to skip the UDFAs for a change. Oh, I do need to... I mean, my GM probably doesn't have enough points for anything. He doesn't. Let's try to get all these undrafted players signed. Or not. All these drafted players signed.
It's that time of year again. Training camps are opening, the season is around the corner, and teams are trying to sign April's draft picks to mega monster deals. Negotiations are already underway between one of the unsigned players and the team that drafted him.
Perfect. Sure. Whatever, Billy. Does not matter what Tom Creo wants to do. Beasley, a young guy we're giving a chance because he's 6'4". Want to see him in the receiving core. For change, I know my last draft pick as well was Sean Hickson, someone we're going to give a shot in the preseason as well. And we don't really have a quarterback controversy. We have 2 solidified backups. Solidified starter. There's our last draft pick, Blake Flynn. Signing his deal. And that'll wrap up this video. I'll catch you in the next one. We pick up things after the offseason. Next season should be a bit easier, especially with trying to re-sign LeRon James. We've got 16 mil in cap space. And only 2 players we really need to try to bring back. Devin Mayo, in my opinion, can go. LeRon James is a must bring back. And Javon Jackson is a must bring back. Everyone else aside from that, they're going to be on the trade block throughout the preseason. So we can kind of see them throughout that journey. Thank you for watching as I go through the depth chart. I'm going to leave this off as the last thing in the video. I will see you in the next part. And I think with so much cap space, we're probably going to bring in some auto-generated guys to fill out the roster, which will be nice for a change. Alright, that's the full roster. See you in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.